Hello, welcome everyone to our coffee chat. Today I am joined with Gillian Crooks, R.H.N. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, now we are going to talk about the power of holistic nutrition in action with you. Now, you were diagnosed with multiple sclerosis as a teen. Is that correct?
Yes, I
Yeah,
was at,
and
at 19.
at 19. Okay, and you were inspired to make a change to your diet, your lifestyle to manage those symptoms, and you began to notice small changes started to make a big difference. And that led you diving into your career headfirst, studying nutrition at the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition. And after graduating, you've made a career helping others with MS thrive and manage their symptoms. So you went from being in a wheelchair to running marathons because of the power of holistic nutrition. That sounds amazing. I am so excited to have this conversation with you today. So, how did you discover holistic nutrition and how to impact your health and well-being? Like what kind of turned you to lean into nutrition first on your journey?
Yeah, so I kind of discovered it because of the changes I had made with some food, and that kind of changed the whole trajectory of my MS in my life, right? So I was diagnosed at 19 with MS, and I remember that day like it was yesterday. I was sitting in my neurologist's office, and he said, "Jillian," he said, "you have to lower your expectations what your life's going to be like. You're going to be in a wheelchair by the time you're 40."
Mhm.
So I lived miserably for many, many years. But then kind of the turning point was when my daughter was born 18 years ago. And I'm like, she deserves a mother that can take care of her and provide health and wellness to her as well as myself.
Mhm.
So that's kind of when I looked at my life going, what can I do to regain some control, something that's in my power that
Mhm.
I can do? So I started looking at food because I knew I wasn't eating well. I think we all know, if we're not eating well, but I'm like, what do I do to even change that? Right? Like, where do you start? And really the only thing I had ever done with food was maybe do like the latest, I don't know, fad diet or something out
Yeah.
there. That was really my experience. So like you had said, I just started making small changes. I started removing the processed food, but
Mhm.
just adding in real food, adding in colors,
Mhm.
vegetables, and fruit. And once I started doing that, there wasn't a lot of room for the processed food. And just those small changes within like the fourth day of doing that, I remember waking up going, wow, I slept really well. And I
Wow.
had this energy that I hadn't felt in years. So I'm like, wow. And from that point on, I knew it was just going to be a magical transformation
Mm.
for
I love
me.
that. I love that. What a good
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. And it's so crazy. Like, if you were to think where I've come, I was petrified by the kitchen, overwhelmed by the grocery stores, but now those are my two favorite places to hang out. Yeah.
Very cool. Now, what or why did you choose to take the natural nutrition program at the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition? And what was your learning experience like?
That's a great question. So, once I felt all the benefits and had the transformation in my own health, I'm like, I need to let people know in this world how much power food has. So I didn't even know holistic nutrition was a thing, but when I started searching about learning about nutrition or, nutrition schools, the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition came up, and just reading what, the curriculum provided, I'm like, it was a no-brainer. I didn't even have to think. I'm like, this is what I'm doing.
Mhm, mhm.
And so, yeah, that's what I did. The experience was amazing for me. It was in person. The instructors created such a beautiful environment for learning. And
Mhm.
I did have hesitations going in because I was 39 at the time, right? Like, that's 8, 9 years ago. So I'm like, is my brain going to absorb new information? But they just
Yeah.
made it and taught things in a way where it was just so easy to understand. They take you through the basics, and
Mhm.
the information, it wasn't even like, for me personally, it wasn't like I was in school. Yes, I was learning. It was just because it was just this beautiful information that I was absorbing that I'm like, the rest of the world needs to know this.
Mhm. I love it. I love it. Now, how has your career evolved since graduating from CSNN?
So it's been 9 years since I graduated. And when I first finished, I just started doing some consultations on my own. I didn't really, know what else to do, but word of mouth started happening and I started getting clients coming in and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And then I got on, I really wanted to get into a clinic setting so I could experience, what it was like to work with different practitioners and, collaborate and referrals and all that stuff. So I got into a clinic locally, which had physio, massage, and chiro, and then adding nutrition to that. It was such an amazing experience for me.
Mhm.
So I learned so much, but I was able to work with a different variety of health issues. But over the years of me sharing my story with MS and how food changed, I started getting, people with MS coming to see me for support and help. And that's where I really knew my strengths as a practitioner was, right? I
Mhm.
just the relationship and resonating with the clients based on personal experience as well. So that's really my big focus now, is helping people with MS, but all online
Mhm.
now. So I transitioned my business all online, and now I get to work with people all over the world.
Mhm. Yeah, very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Now, what is your favorite thing about the whole nutrition community or being with the alumni? What do you love about that?
It's really a great place to keep connections with like-minded people, to
Mhm.
collaborate
Mhm.
as well, share expertise and learn from each other,
Mhm.
because it's still, we're always evolving, right? And just to be in that community is an incredible place to feel, feeling that you're there because other people are there for the same reasons.
Mhm.
If that makes,
Mhm. It
yeah.
does. It does. I love it. I love it. And then last question, where can people find you? How do we follow you? How do we get in contact with you? How can we find you?
Awesome. So the name of my business is Groove Wellness. Website is www.mygroovewellness.com.
Mhm.
I'm also on Instagram at Gillian.eat2beatms,
Great.
and Facebook, my business page is Groove Wellness.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for taking time to share your story with us today and how studying at CSNN has changed your life, how you're helping change other people's lives.
Yeah.
And we so appreciate it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you for the opportunity for sharing.
Great. Great. Bye for now.
Okay, bye.